The idiom, a wet blanket, is a colorful expression in English used to describe someone who spoils the fun, dampens enthusiasm, or brings negativity to a lively situation. If a group of friends is celebrating and one person keeps complaining or refusing to join in, they might be called a wet blanket. It's an image that immediately makes sense. Just as a literal wet blanket would smother a fire, a figurative wet blanket smothers excitement or joy. The phrase originated in the early 19th century with its roots in fire safety. In the days before modern extinguishers, people often used wet blankets to smother flames. The damp fabric deprived the fire of oxygen, effectively putting it out. This practical use created the metaphorical leap. Just as a wet blanket could extinguish a blaze, so could a gloomy or overly serious person extinguish the spark of fun in a social setting. By the mid 1800s, a wet blanket was already appearing in newspapers and literature with its figurative meaning. Writers used it to describe individuals who dampened political debates, ruined social gatherings, or injected unwanted seriousness into lighthearted occasions. Its vivid imagery made it memorable, and it quickly became a common idiom in both British and American English. The phrase carried into the 20th century with even stronger cultural resonance. In an era where social gatherings, parties, and public events were central to community life, the idea of someone being a wet blanket was widely relatable. It wasn't necessarily a cruel insult, but often a playful jab, meant to highlight someone's reluctance to embrace the mood of the moment. In modern times, the idiom remains a popular part of conversational English. It is often used in a light, teasing way among friends or family, but it can also carry a sharper edge when used seriously to describe someone consistently negative or discouraging. Beyond everyday conversation, the phrase appears in literature, journalism, and entertainment as a quick, recognizable metaphor for spoiling energy or enthusiasm. The enduring power of a wet blanket lies in its simplicity and vivid imagery. Everyone can instantly picture the action of a wet blanket smothering a fire, making the metaphor clear even to those unfamiliar with its history. It is a reminder of how practical objects and actions from the past can evolve into lasting idiomatic expressions that capture universal aspects of human behavior. Ultimately, a wet blanket has survived in English for over 2 centuries because it captures a timeless truth. While excitement can spread like fire, it only takes one dampening presence to put it out. The idiom reflects not just language, but the social dynamics of joy, energy, and the occasional person who just can't join in the fun.